1, 2, check, check.
Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, as we come to you from Burley High School. As tonight, the Preston Lady Indians will take on the Burley Bobcats. Dan Hubbard here with you high above the court, along with John Slaughter. John Beverly back in the studio as our engineer tonight. And we're certainly glad to have you along as the Preston Lady Indians play their final regular season game of the year and get ready for the district tournaments. And what a way to finish it, John, against the team you started the season with. You beat them earlier in the year, but anytime you have to take on the Burley Bobcats is a tough assignment.
Yeah, these ladies can really play basketball. They've got some great shooters, got some good height. They're a good matchup with the Indians. Yeah, they're going to have to be on their game tonight. Both have similar records.
You start talking about good shooters, and you immediately have to start with Amari Whiting, who averages over 25 points a game, probably the best female basketball player in the state.
Yeah, she's highly noted, I'm sure, around the area, and most of the schools are getting to know her. And she's only a sophomore, and so she's going to be outstanding the next couple of years.
As a freshman, she had already received offers that I know of from Utah, from BYU, and from Idaho State to go and join her brother, Jace Whiting, who was a big star on the boys team, who graduated last year and who's playing at Boise State this year.
Yeah, and I understand that family. They're big on Boise State as a family, so I think they'll have a good shot at her come in a year or two after she finishes her high school.
Yep, exactly. So the Preston Indians come in with a record of 14-6. They're 2-2 in conference play. Burley is 14-4, and they're 9-0 in conference play, and they've won their last 6 straight games in a row. So even watching with the eye or looking at it on paper, this is going to be a good matchup tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. Just an indication of the coaching of both schools. We just finished the JV team, and that was a close one, only a loss by 2 points for the Indians. But they great basketball programs, both of them. Coach Harris is doing a great job for the Indians, and Burley's got great coaches. They just have a great program.
So we'll take a timeout. When we come back, speaking of Coach Harris, we'll spend a couple of minutes. We'll talk to the coach. We'll do all that as we continue right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for Gameday of Northern Utah. Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, Gameday of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial. About their new Micro Pro Shield service.
Here we go. Pre-game with Ryan before Burley in 3-2-1.
752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for Gameday of Northern Utah.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi sushi you want. Give them 2 hours, and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Talk to Ryan Harris before this game, the final game of the regular season here at Burley, coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Can't hardly believe the season's already in the books.
Hey, you blink and it's gone, just like that.
It's been a heck of a ride. The girls have played very well this year.
The girls have had a good season, done a lot of good things. We sitting right now getting ready to go into the district tournament. This is a great game for us, going to the district tournament. This is going to be a team that's going to be at the state tournament, and so a great way to end the season, come in and play a tough game.
The last couple of weeks have been a little bit tougher on you. You've come into this game having lost 3 out of the last 4 games overall, but you've played a lot better teams.
Yeah, well, we tried to give us a challenging schedule the whole year. Even early on, we were playing some pretty darn good teams that got some wins and whatnot. But 3 out of 4, we're kind of stinging a little bit, and need to get some momentum going into the district tournament.
I imagine this, talking about stinging a little bit, I'm guessing the biggest sting is losing to Century 2 games by a combined 5 points.
Well, yeah, and 2 of those points were gimme free throws in the last 2 seconds of the last game, and we had a chance to send that thing into overtime up at Century. We had a chance to win the dumb thing at home, with a shot at the end, and so, and in regulation and overtime, and so, we were right there on both those games. I guess you can take some consolation in that, take some consolation in the fact that we played a pretty darn good second half up there the last game, but at the end of the day still lost, whether it's by 20 points or by 1, and so we got to be able to fix a few things and come out and get some wins the next couple times we play them.
Let's turn our attention now. Let's talk about this Burley team. It's you haven't seen them now since the first game of the year.
Oh yeah, I think obviously game 1 for them, game 1 for us. We've each played 19 games since then, and so going to be some improvement on both sides, and going to be some adjustments made, and so. It'll be interesting to see how, I thought we played a pretty good game against them that first game, pretty clean game, held Whiting to 16 points, I think, and so see if we can do that again tonight. I mean, that's going to be a key to our success. I mean, she's everything for them. Pope comes in and helps out and gives them some points too, and I mean, those two combined for probably 80% of their points, and so. If we can do a job defensively on 2 girls, I like our chances. So,
I was just about to say I did some numbers, ran some numbers getting ready for this game. The Whiting accounts for 52% of their offense.
Yeah, and that's how they've found success. I don't know that they've played as tough a schedule as we have. Their conference over here appears to be a little bit down. But that doesn't take anything away from them. They're a good basketball team. They played Century pretty darn tough in 2 games, lost one of them in overtime. They beat Skyline, who in my mind, from what I saw this summer, is one of the best teams and get to the state tournament, they're one of the ones that I would say have a chance to win it, and so Burley has a win over them. And so, yeah, I mean, they're a dangerous team. Anytime you have arguably the best player in the state on your team. And then you can't let Pope come in and get some points. We did a pretty good job of limiting them. I think we had a 13, 14-point lead start of the fourth quarter against them last time, and then they chipped back away, and that was all of a sudden Pope coming alive. We lost her a couple of times there, start of the fourth quarter, towards the middle of the fourth quarter, and I think she had 8-10 points in that fourth quarter, and she actually led them in scoring last game. I think she had 17, while Whiting had 16, and so just defensive assignments, knowing where those two are at all times, not giving them any space from outside, because boy, they can both shoot. You leave them even open a little bit, and that thing's going in. And so, just making sure we're 100% aware defensively the whole night.
Hopefully things will come out good in the end, and we can go home with a victory. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Ryan Harris with us here on the pregame show. Take a time out. Back with more right after this.
KACA.
We've started a new year. Maybe it's time for you to start something too, like a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram from West Motor Company in either Preston or Logan. You'll find a great selection of cars, vans, Jeeps, and trucks on the lots at West Motor. Pick up the exact one you want and start it up. Start something new sales event with strong new deals that will make it easy for you to slide into the new seat of your new vehicle. Start a new love affair with a new vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
Real quick, John, before we go to the national anthem and the open of the show here, what do the Lady Indians have to do to be successful tonight?
Well, in order to be successful with these guys, like Coach Harris says, they're going to have to at least have a good matchup on the two shooters. Amari Whiting and Kelsey Pope. So both of them are going to have to be held to a low thing. So tight defense on them, but then also we can't leave anybody else open either. So I imagine man-to-man is going to be a strong suit.
I would think so too. Stay tuned. Lady Indians basketball coming right up.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Lady Indians basketball. After making the state tournament a year ago, the new look Lady Indians look to continue on what has become a winning program. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
Live from Burley High School, this is Preston Lady Indians basketball as the Lady Indians take on the Burley Bobcats. Just about ready to tip this game off. The usual 5 starters tonight for the Preston Lady Indians, starting tonight for Burley. The one you really got to keep your eye on is number 1, Amari Whiting, the sophomore, who averages over 25 points a game, and here we go. Larson controls the tap into the backcourt, and Whiting beats everybody to the ball. Whiting up into the front court, comes over, Kelsey Pope, let's go with 3, in and out. Whiting hustles down, almost has the rebound to be called a held ball, and it's going to go to Preston.
Yeah, not only is Whiting a good shooter, she's a good ball handler too.
She's a good everything. And if you think, well, she comes from a good family, you're absolutely true. You're right. As Robertson has it, down low comes to Larson. She's held tied up as Whiting got a hold of the ball and got the tie up, and the ball comes back over to the Bobcats. The head coach of the Burley Bobcats is Amari Whiting's mom, Amber Whiting, and her dad up until last year was the boys coach. So here come the Bobcats back up into the front court. Hagee gives it off to Whiting. Over here, free throw line extended left. Comes back across the top of the key. Back down low, it comes down to Hagee. Her shot's no good. She gets her own rebound, though. Now gets it back out to the top of the key. Her pass is too high, and it's kept from going into the backcourt as Searle keeps it alive and gives it back to Whiting. Whiting will back the ball back out again, help set up the offense. Whiting, number 1, and Pope, number 5, are the 2 girls to keep your eye on. Between them, they account for about 70% of the total offense for the team. Whiting tries to drive baseline. She's cut off by Ward, so she kicks it back outside. And driving and a travel. It was Sydney Searle who took a step before she put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, she was running to the basket.
Here's the full court pressure here put on by the Bobcats. Preston breaks it as they get it to Robertson back up into the front court. Comes to Meek. Meek, free throw line extended right. Good pass to Sydney Marlowe down on the baseline. She hits the 10-foot jumper.
Yeah, nice little shot by Sydney as she right there on the baseline. Caught the ball in it and no one to guard her.
Preston has the first 2 points of the game as Whiting wants to drive, loses it. Comes back to Hagee, now back to Whiting again. Over on the right side. Comes from around the screen, drives, little runner in the lane is good.
What a pretty shot. Do you see that? Just a little floater up over the defense. She definitely has a good shot.
And they lose the ball inside, back to Whiting for the layup. as they want to take advantage of the Preston's lack of ball handling as Robertson gets the ball up into the front court. It comes back to Marlowe. Marlowe back outside to Meek. She had to field the pass on a bounce, so she lets the offense kind of set itself up as now it comes to Riley Ward at the top of the key. 4-2 Burley. Couple of minutes gone here in the first quarter. Robertson on the right side. Swing it back across to Meek. Doesn't take the three. Wants to drive. Finds herself in the paint. Comes back to Robertson. Marlowe in the right corner. Forced the pass. Intercepted there. It comes to Whiting. Back up into the front court. Here she comes down the middle. Another little floater. Needs the roll. Won't get it. Ball's tapped. It comes to Meek, who touched it, but it's going to stay with the Preston Indians. It's going to say that Lindsay Searle tapped it out of her hands and knocked it out of bounds.
You know, I think Meek should have taken that three. She was pretty wide open, but then she dribbled around and then they lost the ball.
So they break the press this time as they get it to Ward. She runs it back up into the front court. Now Meek has it. Whoops, bad pass. She threw it into the student section. So the turnover against the Indians. The ball will come back over to the Bobcats again. You cannot afford to do that. A team that's pretty much on a roll. They've won 6 straight and 14 overall on the year.
Yeah, they're definitely not afraid to shoot the ball and or drive in. You'll notice the ball handling skills as they come into the center of the court.
Over on the right side, Searle wants to drive, gives it to Whiting. She kicks it, comes back to Searle. Now she drives again. Little scoop shot in the lanes off the bottom of the rim, taken by Larson. Quickly up the floor as it comes to Whiting in the right corner, left corner. Wants to drive baseline, gets cut off. So she'll come back out to the top of the key again. Swing across court to Marlowe.
Nice
Great pass. She's fouled going to the basket.
Yeah, if she just used a little bit more glass on that, she probably would have got the roll into the basket. But that was a great move by Sydney Marlowe.
Foul goes on Brooklyn Hodge, her first, team's first. So here's Sydney Marlowe at the line, a 47% free throw shooter on the year. The first one is good. Overall, as a team this year, Preston is shooting 54% as a team. Marlowe will shoot the second and gets that one to roll in. She makes them both. She has all 4 Preston points, and it's Bobcats 4, Marlowe 4. Whiting driving, runs into Larson, finds herself down low and traveled.
That was a good call. She was fouled as she went up, but she took those 2 steps prior to that shot. She tried to force it up there. So that was a good call by the officials.
So Ward has it in the backcourt here for Preston. Trying to get it across the timeline. She finally does here against Sydney Searle. Wants to go sideline, comes back out to Robertson, who looks at a long three. It's going to be just a hair short off the hands of Burley. Wow, did she not touch that? They gave it back to the Bobcats. Could have sworn that she touched that. That is just into the game, Whitney Hill, number 22.
It's hard to tell on this small viewfinder, but yeah, I didn't think she touched it either.
So it comes in, Hill gives it off to Allison Haig into the game for the first time. Back to Kelsey Pope. Back down low, turning is Hill. Her shot no good, taken away by Marlowe. Get it back to Meek, who runs the dribble back up into the front court. Here she comes in a hurry, all the way to the basket. Can't get the shot to go down. Rebound there by Allison Haig. It comes off to Whiting, quickly up into the front court. Back to Searle, a little 8-footer off the glass and in.
Yeah, it was a high arc up right off the top of the glass for it to go in.
Searle, who had 3 points in the first meeting of the year between the Bobcats and the Indians. But you can almost take all that and throw it away because that was way back at the beginning of November. As Larson with the shot from the right elbow is good.
Great assist on there by Marlowe Robertson as she dished that in and she had a clean open shot in the middle.
We go under 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. 6-6 tie. Out top, Hill to Pope. Now back to Hill again. Tried to get it down in the corner. They forced the pass. Nice play by Robertson to deflect the pass. Taken away by Ward. Riley quickly up into the front court. We'll pull it back out to Ward. Inside to Larson in the paint as it needs a roll and gets it.
Got the roll, yeah. That looked like it was going to roll off the other side, but it got a little bit of a spin and off into the basket. Nice shot by Larson.
So Preston with an 8-6 lead. They lob it into the corner, the elbow. As it comes back to Pope, top of the key. Again, tries to force the pass. And then coming over to try to get it was Whiting. It was off her foot, and she kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a tough ball. It was tipped, actually, and went right down at the feet of Whiting, so she was unable to pick it up, and it came off her foot.
Addie Moser into the game here for the Indians. As she's in for the first time. And Sydney Searle, number 11, returns after a short respite on the bench. As Meek, driving, still goes down to the left baseline.
Nice
down low to Larson. Great pass for the layup.
Oh, that was a beautiful dish by Harley. As she went up and just beautiful pass into Sydney.
Larson's got 6. Preston leads by 4. Minute and a half to play here in quarter number 1. Jumper by Pope from straight away is no good. Rebound down low is knocked away. Comes to Whiting down low. Her shot's no good. Gets her own rebound. And she's fouled going up the second time.
I thought that was all ball. I thought that was a good block from behind, but I may have missed the contact underneath.
Foul was on Kylie Larson, her first. Team's first. And here is Amari Whiting at the free throw line. The free throw is good.
What a beautiful shot. She's got a terrific shot.
Not only is she averaging 25 points a game, to do that, you got to make your free throws.
Right.
She's shooting 87% from the free throw line. Second one is good again. She makes them both. She has 6, and it's 10-8. Preston with the lead with 1:25 to play here in quarter number 1. Moser up top. Dribbles against Whiting, poked away by Whiting as they get it back somehow.
That went right between the legs of the defender. That was a nice little pass.
Somehow it came back to Ward, who goes back to Moser. Back to Ward again. Up top to Meek. Haley will go back to Moser. Swing it across the court, back to Ward. Can't get the shot. And now Whiting takes it away and makes sure she controls it this time as she gets the walk all the way down the floor. And it'll be fouled going up, and she'll go back to the free throw line again. Foul is on Addie Moser, her first, team's second. And with 52 seconds left in the period.
That was a fast quarter.
Whiting goes back to the free throw line. Yeah, absolutely. First one is good again.
Yeah, she's definitely one you don't want to put at the line if you can help it. But
absolutely.
But it's going to be almost uncontrollable. She's so aggressive going to the basket on that shooting.
Keisha Knapp into the game for the Indians as Sydney Marlowe will go to the bench. And Whiting will go back to the free throw line. Looking for her 4th straight from the line here in the first quarter. And that one rims out. Wow, there's a surprise. Somebody called the media. Oh, wait, we are the media. Meek has it back up into the front court. 44 seconds to play here in the quarter. Ward comes it back across the top of the key, back to Mosier. Inside it goes to Knapp, tries to dribble, stumbles, loses the footing, and then loses the ball. Here comes Whiting, get back the other way. Taken away by Meek from behind.
You know, Haley has some quick hands and some good moves against defensively also. She's very good at taking the ball away.
Larson, 15-foot jumper, needs the roll, won't go down for her. Pope has the rebound. She'll push in a hurry. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Gets cut off. She'll give it back to Whiting. Mari looks for a 3, can't get the shot, now backs off. Takes a peek at the clock with 6, with 5. Comes back across the top of the key, driving, little Euro step, flips it up in the air. It's an air ball taken away by Meek, and that's the way the quarter ends with Preston leading by a point. We'll go to the second. Preston on top, 10-9. Back with the second quarter right after this.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today. 208-852-08.
The second quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Webb Funeral Home, 1005 South 8th East.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Indians have the ball to start the second quarter. And leading by a point down low. Knapp has it on the left block. Puts it up no good. Too strong. Gets her own rebound. Flips it up in the air and she's fouled.
That was a good move. She just needs to use the glass a little bit harder. When she goes up strong, she's got the height and had a great rebound. But we just need the glass just a little bit more.
Brooklyn Haig draws the foul, her second, team's second. And Keisha Knapp at the free throw line makes the first. Knapp doesn't get to the line very much. She's only concluding that one, has only shot 14 free throws this year. As Brooklyn Haig goes to the bench with her 2 fouls. And Knapp makes them both. Nice shooting by Keisha Knapp. Pair of free throws and gives Preston a 3-point lead at 12-9. Ball up into the front court as Cyril weaves through the crowd, block. Gets it down low, blocked from behind. They flip it back on the court. It comes back out to Cyril again. Outside, it's Audrey Gonzalez into the game for the first time.
Ward did a great defensive job that time. She moved her man and took the man coming underneath. So great job by Ward.
Gonzalez drives, draws a crowd. She lays it off. Three-pointer put up there by Sydney Searle. No good. Addie Mosier has the rebound for the Indians. Quickly up into the front court, it comes to Robertson. Robertson looks down low, nothing there. She'll come back out top to Mosier. Now popping up to the free throw line was Larson. In the right corner, they go to Ward. Now back up to Addie. Mosier wants to drive again. We'll give it on the left side. Oh, great pass again down to Knapp. Lay it up and in, left-handed.
That was perfect. A perfect play by Knapp on that one. She came into the middle, got like a give and go, and just took the ball and went right to the glass. Good job. Left-handed.
Gonzalez gets it down low to Searle off her hand. She saves it on the floor as it comes back to Haig. Now back out top to Gonzalez again. Gonzalez terminates the dribble, gives it off to Sydney Searle on the left side. Back up top. Swing it back over to the left side again as it comes back to Lindsay Searle, who drives. Too strong, missed the layup. Larson has the rebound for the Indians. They have gone big, and they really control it and inside. Quickly up the floor as it comes to Robertson. Back to Knapp again. Can't get the shot. It comes back outside to Mosier. Mosier will give it back to Larson. Swing it all the way back to Ward in the left corner. Can't get the shot off. Larson again at the left elbow. Now this time back to Ward. Again, she passes up the 3. Mosier down low as it comes back to Larson again. Short jumper is good.
Good job. These girls are moving the ball really well. The Indians are moving the ball perfectly.
Timeout. Go ahead.
And they've got the defense on Whiting. So, yeah, they're doing a great job this second quarter.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
KACH.
If you think buying a car is hard, stressful, and it takes a long time, you haven't shopped at West Motor in Preston and Logan. We've got a large selection of quality new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles to choose from. Because we offer great pricing and the buying process is simple, we also have a large inventory of used vehicles to choose from. Buy your next vehicle from a dealership that has provided customers a stress-free, quick, and reliable buying process for decades. West Motor in Preston and Logan. Stop in today or visit us online at westmotorcompany.com.
West Motor Company.
KACH.
Good look at the scoreboard. 5:51 remaining in the second. Second quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. So here comes Whiting back into the game. She brings the ball up the floor as she gives it off as Pope back in the game as well. Backdoor pass. Nice looking pass to Whiting for the layup.
You know, Whiting's got the height too. That backdoor pass is big on them. You'll probably see that a lot tonight.
Robertson outside to Marlowe. Back up top to Mosier. Wants to drive, gives it off to Robertson. drives across the key, stop, pull up for about a 10-foot jumper, no good. Rebound is off inside to the Bobcats. Whiting quickly ahead up the floor as she gets it ahead to Pope, and Pope is fouled, looks like.
I think that's on...
looks like a Mosier. That'll be her second and third on the team this half. Ball out of bounds for the Bobcats. Underneath their own basket. Bring it into Whiting. She looks at a three. No good. Just a hair short as the rebound is off to Marlowe. Meek gets it quickly up into the front court. Long pass ahead to Robertson, off her hands and out of bounds. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you with the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North First West in Preston.
Yeah, Ryan Harris wants the girls to push the ball up the court, a little faster to make sure they can break that break.
As they get it down low to Whitney Hill, who lost the ball and stepped out of bounds trying to get the possession of the ball back. That'll be another turnover to come back over to the Indians again, who lead by 5, 16-11 with 4:49 to play here in the first half. Meek gets the ball in bounds as Whiting meets her in the back court. As Meek goes around her, races the ball up into the front court. Leaves the ball back there for Knapp. It eventually ends up in the hands of Riley Ward. On the right side, he comes back to Robertson. Looks down low, nothing there, so she wants to drive baseline. She gets cut off. Gets it back to Meek from the right elbow. Nice shot, but it doesn't go down for her. Whiting has it. Quickly up into the front court. Lays it off over here down low. Oh, great pass. As underneath is Sadie Cook, the junior, for the layup in her first 2 points of the game. Leads back down to 3 points now as Robertson has it. Tries to get it to Knapp as Cook reaches in and pokes that away, and it goes out of bounds. Kylie Larson will return as Keisha Knapp goes to the bench. Good minutes for Keisha here with 4 points in the first half. Robertson to get it in. Passes too tall, but Larson able to tap it and control it as it comes back to Robertson. Little crossover dribble. Lost it. Inside to Larson. Uses the glass and banks it in.
Nice shot by Larson as she used the glass, but she put a backspin on that so that when it hit the iron, it came right down into the basket. So great shot.
Whiting fakes the drive. Pulled up three. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Larson has that one. Larson with the rebound comes off to Ward. Riley's going to push back up into the front court. Wants to go baseline. She does. Bounce pass. Nope, she stepped out of bounds before the pass.
Yeah, she dribbled that ball out of bounds. She tried to pick it up and was going to hit Meek out on the right corner, and the ball went down on the end line.
So 3.5 to play. 18-13, Preston on top. They already know where they're going to play and who in the district tournament. We'll tell you about that coming up in just a minute. Whiting gives it over. Pope drives the middle. Little jump stop off the glass and in.
Yeah, Pope's got a quick shot, quick release. She just went up and under on that one.
She averages right at 10 points a game. Those are her first 2 points of the game here this evening. As Robertson has it, top of the key for the Indians. As Whiting reaches in, no foul. Kick it back. It comes out to the elbow to Larson. She goes to Ward, back to Meek. Meek driving all the way down to the block, uses the glass and makes the hoop.
She got that little extra step in there on that one, but there wasn't a travel. She just came off her pivot foot on the right side. So
Whiting gives it up. Sydney Searle, her three-pointer's no good. That's touched. They're going to say it's off of Preston and out of bounds as Kelsey Pope came slashing through and it looked like it was off her.
No, I agree. From my angle, I saw it looked like it was off Preston, but
Whiting will bring it in underneath her own basket. She gets it in deep to Pope. Pope double team to the top of the key. She comes down the middle anyway. Lays it off to Searle on the right side. Her shot no good from there as Sydney Arlo rips the rebound away. Brings it back up into the front court. She'll give it back to Ward and Preston will set up the offense. Robertson. Swing pass over to Meek. Back down low to Marlowe out of her hands, but she's able to get it back and she scoops the ball back to Larson, who will get it back outside, back to Meek again.
If she hadn't lost the ball, that would have been an easy two.
Yep. Robertson back over to Ward. Riley not looking for the shot tonight. She's a pretty good three-point shooter. She'll back the ball out.
And I think Burley knows that because they're right up on her. They're not giving her a lot of room.
Meek outside. Now wants to drive. Now driving all the way, again off the glass and in.
What a great move by Haley Meek.
22-15, Preston by 7, 1:35 to play in the half. Whiting up into the front court. Gives it back to Searle. Swing it all the way back over to Sadie Cook again. Now back down low on the right block. That's Whiting, triple team from behind the board. Should have looked to pass, but she tried to put it up at a very bad angle and put up an air ball. Robertson, top of the key, wants to drive. Down low from along the right baseline is no good. And the rebound there is taken away by Sydney Searle, who will push it back up into the front court. 1 minute to play here in the half. Pope in the left corner, looks at a three, she'll take it, and no good. Long rebound is going to be chased down by Whiting in the right corner. She bounces it off the knee of Marlowe and out of bounds.
It looks like Preston is in a zone defense, but they're definitely coming and piling on Whiting. They're double and triple teaming her when she gets the ball.
Yeah, they're collapsing on her as best they can. 22-15, 54 seconds left here in the half. Invite you to stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction halftime report coming up. Pope drives, spins. We'll kick it back outside. It's back to Hagee. Now back to Pope. She stands top of the key in the three-point area. Gives it back to Whiting. Clock runs down under 40 seconds to play. A three-pointer put up by Whiting. Short again. She's missed all three. Rebound off to Cook, and the rebound basket is in.
Yeah, she was in perfect position to get that rebound and put it back up. We didn't box out on that shot, on that three-point shot.
22-17. Preston with the ball. 18 seconds to play in the half. Down low to Meek. Oh, great look. Give it to Larson all alone for the layup.
That pass was in the air. She caught it in the air and passed it off to Marlowe just that quick.
Larson.
Larson.
Larson's got a dozen. 5 seconds left in the half. Whiting backs out. Now wants to drive. Little scoop shot high off the glass. No good. And Preston leads by 7 going into the halftime locker room. It's 24-17. Preston with the lead. We'll have information for you about the district playoffs and about the boys team coming up as we invite you to stay tuned. It's the Ralph Construction halftime report coming up next.
KACA.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard, the voice of the Preston Indians. The Indians enter into what could be the most important week of the season as they host a pair of conference foes at Preston Gym. This Wednesday night, it all gets started as they play host to the Century Diamondbacks. Then on Friday night, the Pocatello Indians come to town. And now with the governor allowing more fans into the game, this is the perfect time to come out and see and support the Indians. Our cover starts at 7:15 both nights with the pregame show and the tip-off at 7:30. Remember, follow the Indians on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
We've started a new year. Maybe it's time for you to start something too, like a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram from West Motor Company in either Preston or Logan. You'll find a great selection of cars, vans, Jeeps, and trucks on the lots at West Motor. Pick up the exact one you want and start it up. Start something new sales event with strong new deals that will make it easy for you to slide into the new seat of your new vehicle. Start a new love affair with a new vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, ChemDry of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial settings. If you'd like more information about their new Micro Pro Shield service and you're in Cache or Box Elder County, make sure you call today, 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
The halftime report is sponsored by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Call 435-232-18.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
KACH.
Welcome back. We are at halftime as it is 24-17, Preston with the lead. The Lady Indians know that they will be playing on Tuesday night to start the district tournament, and they'll be at home against Pocatello in the first round of the tournament. In a double elimination style tournament. So the first game is played at Preston Gym Tuesday night, Preston against Pocatello. The Preston boys are also at home tomorrow night as they'll be entertaining the Century Diamondbacks, the first meeting between those two teams this year. And according to Coach Knapp, they can put about 900 people into the gym with a new 40% capacity rule signed by the governor. But you have to have your tickets before you come to the game. So go online to the Preston School website where you can buy your tickets there and have them in hand when you get to the gym, whether it be tomorrow or Tuesday night. If you need assistance, they're more than happy to help you by calling the school office at 208-852-0280.
And if you can get a ticket, and if they don't sell too many, but you'll want to see this one. This is going to be a great game.
So any game left on the schedule. Remember, Preston boys they play Century tomorrow and Pocatello on Friday. A couple of games you definitely want to see. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the stat sheet from the first half right after this.
KACH.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, welcome back here. Let's take a look at the stat sheet as Amari Whiting finished the first half with a total of 9 points for the Lady Bobcats. Kelsey Pope had 2. Lindsay Searle had 2. Sadie Cook had 4. That's the end of the scoring as they had 17 points in the first half. They made 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. For Preston, Sydney Marlowe with 4. Keisha Knapp had 4. Kylie Larson had a dozen in the first half to lead all scorers, and Haley Meek had 4, as Preston was 4 out of 4 from the free throw line in the first half. If you're Ryan Harris, what do you tell the girls if leading by 7 at the halftime break?
Well, I think he started talking to them long before this game started, was to tell them, let's go out there and show them who we are. Let's play our game and let's hustle. This is a game you want. This is a game that's going to tell you who you are. And the girls are playing terrific. Their defense has been, that second quarter, they played outstanding defense. And they're tripling, double, triple team Whiting, and with Pope, she's been held to what, 2 or 4? Four.
I'm sorry, 2.
2, and they're doing their job definitely defensively and offensive. They start hitting their shots underneath. They're getting a better percentage underneath, and some good shots close to the basket. And like we talked about earlier, neither team's hitting any threes. Or I think Burley's taken 3 or 4 threes, but we haven't hardly taken any, maybe 1 or 2.
Preston outscored Burley in the second quarter 14-8 for the 24-17 halftime lead. This has been the Ralph's Construction halftime report, as the start of the third quarter is coming up right after this.
KACA.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
The third quarter is sponsored by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. They have everything from produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, fresh bakery items, deli, and now fresh sushi made daily. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. As we'll start the third quarter, Preston with a 7-point lead, and Burley has the ball to start the quarter. As they get it into Whiting, she'll bring it up top of the key. Looks, doesn't take the shot. She'll give it off to Pope. Kelsey wants to back in. She gets double teamed. They'll give it back to Whiting. As Whiting, they really collapsed on her a lot in the first half when she looked like she wanted to shoot. Down low to Haig, and hold on. We got We got something loose, a ball loose from the kids,
football.
I guess.
A small football from the little kids over there.
So they'll call the timeout, and Burley will bring it in from right in front of their student section. Whiting, crossover dribble, gets cut off by Larson. Double teamed. Over on the far side, it goes to Searle in the corner. Bring it back out top. Lindsey Searle for 3. That's no good. They're 0 for 5 from beyond the arc as Robertson gets it back up into the front court. To Ward, Meek. Three-pointer here from the left side. That's no good. Larson, she tapped it. They're going to very easily call for a foul, and she was. The outside official did call her for a foul, reaching over, try to get the rebound.
That was on Larson?
That's her second and the team's first here in the second half. So here comes Amari Whiting back up into the front court. Runs around the screen, doesn't get the ball back. Outside to Haig, now back to Whiting again, top of the key. Looking, probing. Now wants to drive, gets cut off again as Larson again pops out on the defense. Here's Pope spinning in the key, can't get a shot. Throws it back out to an open area, but Sydney Searle had to chase it down. Back to Pope again, free throw line extended right. With Robertson right on top of her. Now wants to drive, turns inside, gets double teamed by Larson. Gets it back to Haig, she drives, throws it wildly up in the air and throws it out of bounds, but they're going to say it was off of Preston.
Well, I've got a small view, but I didn't see a touch.
They must have figured she couldn't have missed the shot that badly. It had to have been touched. As he comes back in, Searle has it to Whiting on the right side. She'll bring it back out to the top of the key again. As the Preston bench is yelling for a 3-second violation. Pope for 3. Needs a bank, not. They're going to get that.
Whiting tapped it, but Meek took it away. Up into the front court. Here comes Haley down the middle. Gets cut off by a double team to Ward in the right corner. Back out top to Meek again. Inside Larson at the elbow. Kicks it back to Meek. Back to Robertson over here on the left. Wants to drive. Oh, crossover. Nice move on Whiting. Back to Meek. Three-pointer from the corner. Looks good. It's just a hair short. Comes away and the rebound's off to Searle. She'll give it to Whiting. Quickly back up in the front court. It comes to Pope. Back to Whiting. We've played about 2.5 minutes and neither team has scored so far here in the second quarter. Shot is our third quarter rather. Quickly ahead. They get it to Robertson all the way. Lay it up and in.
Nice play by the Indians as they look down the court, keep their head up, get the ball down the court on that fast break.
Preston leads by 9, their biggest lead of the game. Pope will hold it. Back out top as it comes to Sydney Searle. Now back to Lindsay over on the right side. Whiting looks at a three. Well, she hasn't made one yet. She missed that one as well. As it goes into the corner, and it's going to be last touched by the Indians, apparently.
Yeah, I think Haley reached to get the ball because she saw that it was going to be attacked by Burley, and so she tried to stop it from going out of bounds and tipped it out.
Whiting comes out of the game as they bring Adari Gonzalez back in. As back out top, Searle driving, puts it up over Larson and banks it in. It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, I think they're trying to confuse the Indians a little bit, pulling Whiting out. Not that she needs a break, but I think they're trying to set something up here so that the Indians will kind of go to sleep on her.
Make down low on Larson on the block. Turnaround jumper in the lane. Gets that to go down. She turned opposite. She turned left. And then taken away by Ward in the backcourt. Lay it up and in. Nice play by Riley.
Yeah, Riley did a great job there playing defense, double teaming.
Again, the pressure in the backcourt. Got to see something with the ball. They give it off to Pope. She double dribbled. They didn't call it. They get it up into the front court as it comes to Haig. Back to Pope. Pope has it in the left corner. Double teamed there and knocked away. And a timeout called by Burley with 4:17 to play in the quarter. Preston with an 11-point lead, and we'll take a timeout. Back with more right after this.
KACA.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Don't forget, Preston girls at home, first game of the district tournament Tuesday night against Pocatello. You have to get a ticket online. Go to the school website and buy your tickets there. You can call the school office if you need help, and they'll help you out. Same thing for the Preston boys. They're home tomorrow night in a very important game. 2 games this week at home of utmost importance for the Preston Indians. Tomorrow night against Century and Friday night against Pocatello. Here's Whiting back into the game as Ward on top of her. Whiting wants to drive, threw it away or poked away by Robertson. They get it back, and Whiting able to pick it up in front of her own bench. 4 minutes to play in the half. 30-19. Preston leads by 11. Gonzalez drives back to Whiting, fakes the three, now drives the baseline, spin it up off the side of the board and a foul.
Oh, I thought that was as clean as a day.
Who's the foul on?
I think it's on Robertson.
It is against Robertson. That's her first. As long as it wasn't against Larson. If I draw her third, that would have been tough to take as Whiting goes back to the free throw line. She made 3 out of 4 in the first half from the line, and she'll try another one here. And the first one is just a little bit short. She's missed 2 in a row from the line.
Coach Harris was asking the official where she got him at, and he says on top of the head. And I says her arm was straight up. If anything, she got her on the hand, not on the head.
So here's Whiting back to the line, shoot the second. And that one is good. So the sophomore with 10. And the lead is 10 for the Indians, 30-20. Ward up in the front court, has the ball on the left side. Comes down in the left corner to Meek. Swing it all the way across court to Marlowe. Bring it back out to Mosier. Doesn't take the shot. Now she wants to drive. Has her shot blocked by Whiting and out of bounds. Touched by Addie Mosier. She was standing out of bounds when she batted the ball back onto the court.
Right. She didn't realize she was out of bounds, but that was a good block by Whiting to get the ball to make her go back to underneath.
So here's Whiting up in the front court. Gives it off to Pope. Comes back outside to Haig. Haig looking, now gives it back to Whiting. Whiting faking. Now wants to drive down the middle. Gets cut off by Larson. She kicks it back outside. Now back to Whiting again. Free throw line extended left. This time tries to drive against Ward. Gets cut off. Goes around Marlowe in the lane. Throws it up and throws it in and gets the foul.
Yeah. Haley tried to set up for a charge, but she knew she got there a little bit late, so she reached in and got her. It was a good move by Whiting, though, into the basket.
So Whiting will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. In tonight's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw, call Naylor Insurance at 852-0810. Whiting at the line trying to complete the three-point play and makes it. She is 5 out of 7 from the line and has 13 in the game, and the lead is down to 7. The lead for the Indians. As it comes to Meek. Back out top to Ward. Swing it to Mosier. To Marlowe in the corner. Back out to Mosier again. Wants to drive. Gets cut off. She'll give it to Ward. Riley drives. Back to Meek. A three from the left corner. Needs a bounce. Won't get it. Tapped by Larson once. Tapped by Larson twice. But then off of Whiting's hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, the girls just need to keep their composure and not let a couple of get a few points closer. So just stay calm, stay cool.
Knapp back into the game, as is Robertson here for the Indians. In the corner, they get it into Knapp. Robertson back down low to Larson. Back outside to Knapp. She wants to drive the baseline. And she throws it off of, well, you can say it was touched by Mosier. It went off the shin of Searle, and they said it hit Mosier on the way out of bounds. Here's Sydney Searle back into the game as Adori Gonzalez will again go back to the bench. 2.5 to play here in the third. Brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Preston with a 7-point lead. Pope looks down low, nobody there, and she traveled. Yeah, she looked to throw a pass, and she actually left the floor. She jumped a little bit. So Preston gets the ball back as it comes back to Ward again. Gets it across the center court stripe to Mosier. Swing it back over to Robertson. Can't get a shot. Spin move against Whiting. Now she throws the looping pass across the court back to Riley Ward again. Ward trying to direct traffic as Pope comes out on her. Back to Robertson. Try to get it back down low to Knapp, and stepping in to intercept the pass was Sydney Searle.
Knapp has to go to that ball. When the ball comes inside, she has to use her body to go inside.
Whiting all the way. Throw it up off the rim. No good. And Larson has the rebound for Preston. They'll hand it off to Ward as she pushes the ball back up into the front court. Robertson in the left corner. Can't get a shot. Back to Ward. Riley, who hasn't really tried a shot tonight. Back to Mosier. Back inside to Larson in the paint. From 11, she goes up, makes it, and she's fouled.
Yeah, Riley's trying to be the general out there on the floor and keeping the ball moving. She's doing a great job that way. And they want to work into the bigs because we're pretty evenly underneath. So, let the tall ones in there underneath get the rebounds and get to the basket.
So here's Kylie Larson trying to complete the three-point play, and she makes it. So Larson makes the lead 10 again. She has 17 in the game, and the lead is 33-23 as Whiting walks the ball back up into the front court. Searle driving, can't get the shot. She leaves it off there. Back outside, back to Searle again. She'll try the three. Short, long rebound. Larson had it. Whiting touched it, and there's going to be a held ball that's going to go back to Preston. So Preston will get the ball on the alternating possession rule. And the Bobcats again will fall back as Haley Meek will come in. She'll replace Riley Ward, who goes running off. Gonzalez back on the floor as Pope leaves. So currently on the floor for the Indians, it's Knapp, Larson, Mosier, Robertson, and Meek. 1 minute to play in the quarter. Robertson back to Meek, swing it in the corner, get it back down low to Larson, again off the glass and in.
Larson's just playing an outstanding game. She's holding her position, and they're just nobody to match up with her down there.
In that first game against Burley, she had 13. She had 15 in the last game against Century. She has 17 already here tonight. Get it back outside. Meek touched it and it goes out of bounds. I correct myself. She has 19 tonight.
She's just playing an outstanding game, both offense and defensively.
Larson this year has had 2 games over 20. She's 14 games in double figures. And she's even had double-doubles 6 times this year to over 10 or more rebounds plus 10 or more points in a game. As Meek tried to poke it away, Pope goes down to get it back. Backdoor pass comes to Searle, and again the foul inside against the Preston Indians.
That's going to be against Mosier.
Nope, they called it against Robertson. Her second, team's fourth. 22 seconds to play in the quarter. They get it in, lob pass inside, blocked, but a foul by Knapp.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I agree with that foul. Knapp was straight up, but it might have been moving a little bit.
That's her first, 5 on the team before the third quarter's even over. And here is Sydney Searle back to the free throw line to shoot 2, and the first one is no good. Sydney, a 50% free throw shooter, dead on the nose. She was 14 of 28 before she stepped to the line to shoot the first. And the second rolls in. She remains a 50%er. She makes 1 of 2. 18 seconds to play in the quarter. Preston leads by 11, 35-24. Mosier looks inside. Swing the pass down low and then back inside into Larson. She missed the layup this time as the rebound is off to the Bobcats with 3, with 2. Need to get a shot. They're not going to get it off. Nope, they didn't know the clock.
That was a great pass by Meeks, here on the right corner. We just missed the shot. That was a great play by the Indians.
35-24, Preston leads. We'll go to the fourth.
KACA.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
There's a special bond between people and their pets. One that's built during playtime, chore time, cuddle time, and of course, lots of meal times. That's why IFA Country Stores carries all the best food for all kinds of pets, whether they're a part of your lifestyle, a part of your livelihood, or a part of your family. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
We start the fourth quarter, Preston leading by 11, and Larson on the bench to start the fourth as Sydney Marlowe comes back into the game. Whiting up top. Robertson standing and waiting for her. She doesn't. She kicks it off to Pope. A 3 is good. They finally made one. Pope with the 3. I think that's their first out of about 9 attempts they've shot tonight, as Robertson lost the ball, but it goes off the hands of Pope and out of bounds. So 35-27, the lead down to 8. As they get it into Addie Mosier. Mosier driving, stops, bounce it to Knapp. Knapp slips, can't get the shot, so she gives it back to Mosier. Now kicks it back outside to Meek. Or check that to Marlowe. Back top of the key to Robertson. Tries to drive, gets cut off a couple of different times, gives it back to Mosier on the free throw line, extended right. Now back out top and reaching in and knocking the ball away, and they said it was off of Mosier as Lindsay Larson stuck her hand in there and knocked the ball loose. And a timeout on the floor called by the Burley Bobcats with 7:07 to play here in the half, or check that, in the fourth quarter, I should say, as we'll be right back.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com. KACH.
Bobcats have the ball, down low to Whiting. At the right block, goes up, and a foul on Larson. That's going to be her third. So Larson called for the foul. She has 3. She's the only member of the Indians that has more than 2. And Whiting back to the free throw line again. Will shoot a couple. She's been very good from the line so far tonight and all year as she makes that one.
Yeah,
she's now 6 of 8 from the line and has 14 points overall.
Yeah, she is, 82% free throw?
87.
87%. Nice.
Now back to the line in the second. Is good again.
She definitely has good mechanics on her free throws.
Tries to reach in, almost took it away from Robertson and gets it back to Ward. Riley, and a reach-in foul from behind. That's going to be against Whiting. That's just her first, and only the second against Burley as a team here in the fourth quarter. So Ward will bring it in. She'll hand it to Meek, who almost stepped in the back court, and then the pass was deflected out of bounds, as it was Lindsay Searle who got a hand on it.
Yeah, that was actually a good play by Meeks, realizing she was at the half-court line. She had to receive it on the other side in order to be able to not be back court.
And now she slips coming across the line. Another foul. That's going to be against Whiting again.
That was a tripping foul, yeah.
Yep, I'm going to call that a trip against Whiting. Quickly, that's 2 against her. Here we talked about on the drive up here, how the officials clamped down in the fourth quarter.
Right.
There you go. Meek up into the front court. That's off the hands of the Indians. And they go back over to the Bobcats with 6.5 to play.
Yeah, they've got to really watch their long passes. I know they're playing them. Burley's starting to double team a little bit, so they've just got to find the open man and make a good pass.
Whiting brings the ball back up in the front court for Burley. Looks, swings it across as it comes to Pope. Down low, they get it to Haig. Her little running layup is no good off the bottom of the iron. Taken away by Meek. Almost carried the ball.
Right.
Gets it up into the front court as it comes to Ward. Riley, top of the key, wants to drive down the left side. She'll give it back to Meek on the angle left. Larson back into the game as, again, the pass is too tall for Marlowe and out of bounds.
Yeah, I know they're trying to force it inside a little bit, but they've got to pass the ball around until it opens up.
So here's Whiting back up into the front court again. Preston's lead down to 6. 35-29. Comes back to Whiting again. They come out, kind of double team her, deny her the passing lane as much as they can.
She's turning that ball over.
Comes back to Pope on the angle left. Pope comes around the screen, wants to drive down the middle, runner in the lane, off the glass, no good. Robertson up high to grab the rebound. Here comes Preston the other way as they push and now slow it down as Robertson sees the defenders are back. Ball's poked away, but it's picked up by Meek before it goes over the timeline. Back to Robertson. Marlowe on the angle, gets it back down low on the block, back to Larson. Again off the glass and in. And another foul.
Yeah, that was a big play, and nice job by Larson to be able to turn around and make that jumper, knowing that she was going to get fouled, went strong.
Haig will leave as it's Allie Hagee back into the game. And now Kylie Larson back to the free throw line with 21 points tonight. And her free throw is good. She has 22. Her season high this year was 29 against Sugar Salem. We go under 5 minutes to play, 38-29. Preston's lead back to 9 again, driving and kicking, losing the ball off of her foot and out of bounds was Sydney Searles as we come back over to Preston. 4:50 to play, 9-point lead for the Lady Indians. Ward comes across the timeline, gives it off to Robertson on the angle left. She wants to drive baseline, stops. Marlowe pops out to get it. Swing it cross court to Ward. Takes the three and hits it. First three of the game for the Indians.
That's a big three at this stage of the game right now, and that's a confidence builder for her. She'd probably shoot a few more.
Preston's lead is now a dozen, 41-29, 4:15 to play. As Whiting takes a three, that's no good. Meek has the rebound for the Indians. Gets it up into the front court, goes between the feet a couple of times, tries to shake the defense of Whiting. She can't, so they'll give it to Ward, drives it down in the corner, hands it to Marlowe. Back over on the right side, now bring it back down low to Larson. Had it tapped away, she had to go and get it into the right corner. As she threw it away, this is going to be picked up by by Whiting in the back court. She's working against Marlowe in the paint, throw it up and in.
That was still good defense by Marlowe because Whiting, she's so experienced underneath there that was good. That was still a good defensive play by Marlowe.
Lead is now 10, 41-31, 3.5 to play. Preston's lost 3 of their last 4 and really need a win. Robertson all the way drives, can't get it to go down. Tapped by Larson, and it's going to go back over to the Bobcats. So the final 3 minutes to play. Preston coming off that tough loss against Century that they lost by 4. And trying to come away with a win here tonight. Back down in the corner it goes to Pope. Pope dribbles out of the corner, comes back out top as she gives the ball up to Hagee. Hagee gives it back to Sydney Searle. Back to Whiting. Whiting wants to cross over on Riley Ward, and she can't. Ward's done an outstanding job defensively on her tonight.
She has, and gotten help from the others when she's needed help.
Whiting, angle right, driving down the lane. Scoop shot over Larson, over Marlowe, rather, no good. Larson pulls down the rebound. They get it to Ward, back up into the front court. Riley will pull it back and slow it down. And a reach-in foul here, as that's going to go against Lindsay Searle, her first. 5th team foul now against the Bobcats. Preston has 6. They're out of fouls. As they get it into Haley Meek. 2:25 to play. Robertson comes across the top of the key. The screen there by Marlowe in the corner. Meek drives the baseline. Flip it up for the reverse layup. No good. As Larson has the rebound, and she's bumped on the rebound and forced out of bounds and a foul.
That was a push foul.
Lindsay Searle draws the foul, her second. That's now 6 on the Bobcats, so both sides are out of fouls, and a timeout on the floor called here by the Bobcats. 2:13 to play, 41-31. Preston leads. We're back in 30 seconds.
KACA.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
KACH.
So full timeout. You get a look at the scoreboard for those watching on mylocalradio.com. Preston leads 41-31. Remember, the Preston boys home tomorrow night against Century. Get your tickets online. There is no tickets for sale at the door. And tomorrow night against Century, Friday night against Pocatello, and the girls will be home next Tuesday to open the district tournament against Pocatello. Yes, at home. As the ball comes into Robertson, swing it back to Ward. Looks inside, nothing there. So now she'll put the ball to the dribble. Whoops, tries to get it back to Meek. A little wide of Haley. She gets a hand on it and has to go chase it down. Gets it to Robertson right in front of the bench. Back to Marlowe. Marlowe, one bounce dribble to Ward. Now back to Robertson again on the right side. Now back to Ward again. We go under 2 minutes to play. Okay, backdoor look to Marlowe. She missed the layup. Ball taken away as the rebound comes off to Searle. Here comes Searle all the way into the front court. Look to Whiting, give it to her. Top of the key, can't get the shot off. Down to a minute and a half to play. Preston leads by 10. Kick it over in the corner. That's Cox. Take it back, that's Pope. As it comes back out top to Searle again. Kick it back over in the corner again. Driving Cox. Back over to Whiting. She drives. Gets around Ward.
Nice.
And gets the layup down low.
Yeah, nice little shot. Kind of an up and under shot for Whiting.
1:05 to play. Preston leading by 8, 41-33. Marlowe has it in the left corner. Back out to the top of the key. Looking. Well, she's got to get it to Larson. Larson covers it up like a mother hen. And then a timeout called by Ryan Harris. 53 seconds left. We'll again take a timeout, and again, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
KACH.
The Westside Pirates have won 8 games in a row and look to keep things going on Thursday night when they go to Malad to face the Dragons. The Pirates have the inside track to host the district tournament this year, but need to keep winning to lock up the home court advantage. Join Richard Ward Thursday night, starting with the pregame show at 6:45 and the tip-off at 7 o'clock from Malad. It's Westside at Malad. Follow all the action on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
KACH.
There's the situation. Preston leading by 8, 53 seconds left. Robertson will bring it in. Both teams are out of fouls. They both have 6. As Robertson looking, you got to get it in. Try to get it down low to Ward, and the pass is tapped away off the hands of Lindsay Cyril. So now Ward will bring it in from underneath the basket.
Get it in.
She gets it in to Meek. Meek with a walk down the lane, missed the layup, but there's Larson for the putback. Kylie's got 24 and the lead back out to 10 with 40 seconds to play.
Now that Meek anticipated that pass, but cut it off from the intended.
Whiting down low, missed the layup, and foul from behind. This should go against Larson to be her 4th, and it is. So that's going to send Whitney, or I should say Whiting, back to the free throw line as she'll shoot 2 more out of the foul. First one is good. Man, she's got a nice stroke.
Yeah, she does.
She's made 8 out of 10 tonight, and that gives her 20 in the game. Here's the second. Good again. So full court pressure put on. Preston by 8 with 33 seconds to play. Comes to Larson. She gets it to Meek. Up in the front court, it comes to Ward. Wiley will just kind of milk the clock here. She wants to drive. The ball reached in, and Sydney Searle taps the ball away.
Well, the girls just need to keep their head and make good passes. They should be able to run this clock out.
23 seconds left as it comes into Robertson. Crossover dribble. Just running the clock as she stands out top, forcing them to foul. And the foul's on Lindsay Searle, and Robertson will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1.
Yeah, they had to foul in order to get the clock stopped. Only down 8.
So Here's Robertson at the line. A 55%er on the year, and she missed the front end. Rebound down to Whiting. Quickly pushes it up the floor. Clock down to 10. She takes a three. It's short. Brenda Meek has the rebound. Just get it up into the front court, and that's all you have to do. As the clock runs with 3, with 2. Whiting takes it away. The shot no good. And Preston winds up winning it by 8 here tonight, 43-35. And for the Indians, a much-needed victory as they go to 15-6 overall on the year. And they beat Burley for the second time this season. They beat them by 9 to open the year, and they beat them by 11 to close the year. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show right after this.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by
How are you?
Celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with their freshest meat and produce. And now preparing and selling sushi.
Yeah, we had her for like 3 years.
With the finest care
she finally passed.
Rounds and Associates Insurance Agency.
Well, we're kind of, it's one of those things, she wasn't getting any better. And if she didn't go soon, it was just going to be a headache.
We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up. The Westside Pirates have won 8 games in a row and look to keep things going on Thursday night when they go to Malad to face the Dragons. The Pirates have the inside track to host the district tournament this year, but need to keep winning to lock up the home court advantage. Join Richard Ward Thursday night, starting with the pregame show at 6:45 and the tip-off at 7 o'clock from Malad. It's Westside at Malad. Follow all the action on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
a proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard.
Well, welcome back here to Burley High School as tonight the Preston Indians come to town and they beat the Bobcats for the second time this year, this time beating them by a final score of 43-32. They knew the assignment going in. That was to take care of the ball and take care of Amari Whiting, and they did both very well tonight. They really limited the turnovers really well, and Whiting, who finished the game with 21 points. But Preston did a very good job, John Slaughter, of really trapping her and keeping her from driving and then dropping back and taking that three shot that she loves to take so much.
Well, you take a player like Whiting who averages 25 points, and you know that she's going to be a target. And she knew, and Burley knew that she was going to have a target on her back. But we had to double and triple team her. But we have to. I'm going to give. a real big out kudos, and I was just talking to some Burley fans about Larson. Larson played an outstanding game today. Her defense was superb. Her instincts of playing on her man, away from man, and just her offensive moves was terrific tonight. Great job.
We talk about controlling Whiting, and a lot of that was Larson. She would pop out above the free throw line, and the kind of a little double team there, so trying to keep her from driving right to left to try to hold her right in that one spot.
Exactly, and Whiting, you could tell she was a little bit frustrated by our defense, but Larson did an outstanding job, but the rest of the team really helped to complement that defense, because they just played as a great team. You look at the offensive shooting. There are a number of them in the shooting. Getting points, getting underneath, getting open. We didn't see as much offense out of Ward tonight,
right.
But she was a general out there. She kept the ball moving and made great passes, except for a couple down the stretch. I thought our offense and movement was great tonight.
I don't have rebound numbers here, but I guarantee you Kylie Larson had more than 10 rebounds tonight to go along with her 24 points, which would give her 7th double-double of the year.
Right. Like I say, I'm too busy working the camera, so I wasn't keeping track of what was going on. But, yeah, I think all the girls did it. Meek got a number of rebounds also, hustled at the ball, knocked the ball away. She did a great job. And Sydney Marlowe also. Yep. She started the game off. She had the first 4 points, and she did a terrific job inside there today.
Yep.
So, Robertson did a great job. I could go down the whole list. The whole team played as a team tonight, and I was telling the people from Burley, I think that was, personally, what I've seen tonight, that was their best output as a team.
Yeah, it was a good effort indeed, and they win it 43-32. We'll come back with more on the postgame show right after this.
KACH.
We've started a new year. Maybe it's time for you to start something too, like a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram from West Motor Company in either Preston or Logan. You'll find a great selection of cars, vans, Jeeps, and trucks on the lots at West Motor. Pick up the exact one you want and start it up. Start something new sales event with strong new deals that will make it easy for you to slide into the new seat of your new vehicle. Start a new love affair with a new vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, let's take a look at the score sheet and see how things wrapped up before the game. First for the Burley Bobcats, Amari Whiting, you knew she was going to figure into this game somehow. She accounts for 52% of the Bobcat offense as she finished the game with 21 points, and she was 9 of 11 from the free throw line. So an outstanding game and effort tonight by Amari Whiting. Kelsey Pope finished the game with 5. Lindsay Searle had 2. Sydney Searle had 3. Sadie Cook had 4, and that was the end of the scoring for the Lady Bobcats. They had 1 3 in the game. I think they're one of 9 or 10 attempts in the game, and they were 10 out of 13 from the free throw line.
That's great effort by the Burley ladies.
For the Preston Indians, Sydney Marlowe, as John mentioned before the break, had 4 points early on. She finished the game with 4. Acacia Knapp with 4 points tonight as well. Riley Ward finished the game with 5. Kylie Larson had 24, as just an outstanding effort tonight by Kylie, offensively and defensively both. Addie Mosier played but did not score. Michaela Robertson had 2, and Haley Meek had a total of 4. Preston also made just one shot from behind the three-point arc tonight, and they finished the game 6 out of 7 from the free throw line.
Yeah, another good outing for the Indians, and like I say, it was a team outing. Larson stood out, but yeah, I thought it was a great job by all the girls out there tonight.
Yep. Preston wins it 43-32. We'll come back and tell you what's on tap for the Indians right after this.
KACH.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
Well, as we get ready to say goodnight from here in Burley, John, let's get a final thought from you on the way this game turned out.
Well, this was a game where the girls needed to know who they were. And against a very good Burley team, they were able to hold their own, and they played their game, and they played as a team. So, you know, this is, if anything, this is going to be good momentum going into this district tournament. And I hope they can play this way against Century this next week.
So speaking of the district tournament, that is their next game coming up for the Lady Indians. It's Tuesday night at home at Preston Gym. 7:30 start time, I would imagine. I haven't heard anything different, but either way, they'll be home at Tuesday night to take on Pocatello. Our next broadcast comes up tomorrow night as the boys team will be at home against the Century Diamondbacks tomorrow night. As for the Indians, it's a very important stretch of games. They have the Century at home tomorrow, and then Friday night against Pocatello, both games that they really need to win. And with the expansion of the number of people that they can put into the gym, they can put about 900 people into the gym, and Coach Knapp tells us there's still lots of seats available, so you can get your tickets. Have your tickets in hand in advance because they don't sell them at the door, and you can find your tickets and order them on the school website and buy and pay for them there. And if you're not sure how to do that, you can always call the school office, and they'll help you out at 208-852-0280.
Excuse me, Dan, I just want to mention, tomorrow the boys will have a JV game, but the girls will not the rest of the way out. Their JV will be done after tonight.
That's right. So our coverage tomorrow night gets started at 6 o'clock with the JV game on mylocalradio.com. On KACH, our coverage will start about 7:15 with the radio pregame show and the tip-off of the varsity game coming up tomorrow night at 7:30. John, we appreciate your help tonight. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
John Slaughter with us here on color and on the camera this evening, and that'll wrap up our coverage here from Burley tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. So until next time, tomorrow night, when the Preston boys are at home to take on the Century Diamondbacks, I'm Dan Hubbard for John Slaughter, reminding you of the final score as Preston wins it 43-32. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.